And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And we peer now at the offensive starters here in this game.
Let's take a look at the wide receiver, Dorial Green-Beckham, DGB. Size, speed, hands. His promise is starting to be realized.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
Second down, Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle. The best player on just about any team he would play on.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. We saw 5 receivers out there. 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the 1st down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain. They'll look to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
We'll see how they attack him here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mariota now on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To throw is Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
That will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
In the red zone this time. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great great field position. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll run it here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held a 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And, he took that in one-handed. The field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Design run for their wideout. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Their big tight end from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Second down, Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they're operating in the red zone. Third and short yardage. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. Mariota now on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 37 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 34 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Chiefs! He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action, they'll throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
That's caught at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their big tight end, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd down, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mariota now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw again. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. There he goes, right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 1st down, Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To the air again. Mariota. Over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Mariota. This will be caught at the 2. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They come out here in the I. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Mariota will look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Their big tight end saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 23 yards on the play.
There's a good place to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Third and long here for Mariota. That's the right side here, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their big tight end, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's able to put it through. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.